This industry is dominated by females. As males, it's a bit uncomfortable, but you had to do what you have to do because you want what you wanted this baby. My name is Shadrach Khoza. This is my lovely family. My first daughter, Sia, and my second daughter, Ona, and my lovely wife.
And my name is Gloria Khoza, and we would like to take you through our infertility
journey. With Dr. Q. I think it's because it was easy journey on my wife because I was there. In fact, yeah, that's. And the process started by checking all of us, checking me and my wife. Then we realized that there's an operation that my wife had to go through. Then she went to the hospital, it was a day hospital, and the process, the operation was done. It was also done by Dr. Q. That's what I liked the most, that I was dealing with one doctor. So she did the ops. Then after that, when we were ready, we went to Dr. Q to start the process. The process started like whereby as a male I had to produce. This industry is dominated by females. As males, it's a bit uncomfortable, but you had to do what you have to do because you want what you wanted this baby, or wanted to change our life. So we did all those things, and the nice thing is that everything was clearly explained. We knew exactly what was going to happen and what's going to happen next. Then after producing, then there was a period where we waited for the embryos to be ready. Then when the embryos were ready, the doctors told us, then we came for the implantation. Then when the implantation happened, again, what I liked about Dr. Q, something that was unlike other institutions. As men, I was also invited in the room because I'm supposed to be there when my baby came. Then the room, it was a dark room, like you can imagine the bedroom. So I was there sitting closer. When the implantation was done, I was looking, everything was happening. I was looking at the screen, holding my wife's hand, and we were playing this nice song in a very calm situation. It happened, the implantation. Then after that, the waiting came. We had to now wait for the implantation to be successful. That is the difficult process, because we have to wait now to check if everything is successful. And when most of our IVF were failing at that period. So we waited for more than 10 days or more than 2 weeks. Then we went back for consultation, and the pregnancy test was done, and it was a success. We were happy that it's a success, but on our side, we knew that after the success, we still have to wait for 3 months, because most of our miscarriages were happening before we reached 3 months. So that 3 months was very critical for us. We were praying, trying to be calm. We even stopped talking to other people that will come with something that is negative. We tried to be calm as much as possible. So I remember we even told our helper that mom is going through some process, medical process, so she's not supposed to be stressed, so they must not report anything to her. Everything that they want to report, anything that's negative, they must tell me as a man. So it happened like that. Luckily enough, we passed 3 months successfully. She was pregnant. Then after 3 months, that's where it settled with me that no, now we are pregnant after 3 months. Then we went through that journey up until the time when we had to receive our baby. So yeah, from there we prepared. We were prepared for the delivery of the baby. Then we got the date. It was not easy, because what happened during the pregnancy, we went back to our gynae, and he made sure that we cover all angles. We don't lose this baby. She was sometimes injecting herself every day, just to make sure that the baby is safe. But I was also there. I offer all consultation. Then come the time when we were preparing for delivery, then we went to hospital. According to my tradition, as men, you're not supposed to be in a labor room. But for this one, I didn't want to break the rule, my principle that in some of the process I'm not there. So I negotiated with myself, talked to my friend. At least this time I could talk to my friend when they're talking about their experience with babies and pregnancy, because before I couldn't. It was I was getting bored when they're talking about these things. I couldn't say anything, but at least this time I experienced the change. So I negotiated and concluded that no, I'll go with my wife. Then I went there, because there was we knew the date that the baby might be delivered at this date. Then the doctors prepared her. Then we went to the labor room. I sat there. They did their thing, the doctors. It was late at night, I think around 11, and the doctors told me that no, the delivery might happen in the morning, so I must go home. It was difficult. I didn't want to leave my wife there. I even thought of booking the hotel just closer to the hotel, just in case they say the baby decided to come ill, I must be there. Then I went home early in the morning, went back to the hospital. 5 o'clock I was there packing, waiting for the time. Then 6 o'clock was allowed to go inside. Then we waited the whole day. We waited there. I remember I was waking. We waited, I was there. She was going through the pains and all other things, so I was there. Then until the final time when the baby couldn't come, so we had to go to the theater. Then I also went there. Then the doctors did their thing, they injected her, then they done their thing. Then they took out the baby. That moment, it was a very special moment. Even today, I can't forget. I always look at the baby and think that time it was a different experience. All men must experience at least that, to see your baby for the first time. So it was nice. It was a bit emotional. Then we received our baby and prepared our baby she was healthy. Then that's it. So we got our baby again. That's how we received our baby again. But through the journey as men, this thing, because after we have received the baby, I remember I was sitting with my friends, my colleagues, male colleagues. So I talked about the miscarriage, and I realized that two of them were experiencing the same thing, and we couldn't talk about it, couldn't tell each other. They experienced miscarriage and they supported their wife. Others, they have also family drama. So as men, what I will beg to us is that let's just get this one friend and talk about this thing. It's better if you talk about it than if you keep quiet. And to the ladies as well, it's not like only us, we have to support you. You must also support us. It is a nature for us men to process things. We're a bit slow when we process things. You will tell your men that let's do IVF. A man will not just jump at that stage and decide that, okay, we are going for it. It takes time. Men needs to go and research, need to check it. It takes time for us to make such a decision. Even though we want the baby, we feel the pain during miscarriage. Sometimes in our society, we believe that if there is something wrong, if you cannot conceive or you're experiencing miscarriage, it's because of the women. No, it's not like that. I learned, because I had enough time to research about this. It's not only women, even us men. But we need time. We need time. If the ladies can understand us, we need time to process these things. You remember, you can talk to your friends. You have some WhatsApp group, a support group that's talking about this thing. But as men, we don't have that. I'm just alone, dying alone, feeling the pressure alone. At the same time, I have to support you as my wife. I have to deal with the family drama. It's difficult. So just bear with the men. Give the men time to decide. Talk to the men. You know where to touch the men. Until the man agrees, then you can go together. Support your man. If you had experienced the miscarriage, he also experienced the same. Though the pain might not be the same as ladies say that you can't even imagine what I'm going through, but you can't even imagine what we are going through as well as men. First thing, you ask yourself what is wrong about you as men. Maybe it's your sperm is not strong enough to produce healthy babies who can hold on until 9 months. So, secondly, you ask yourself what is stressing your wife, because most of the miscarriages, we know, they come after certain stress or something. So the next thing you ask yourself, should I consult doctors? Normally as men, we don't prefer doctors, we prefer the other consultations. So you don't really know what to do. But what I experienced after all miscarriages, my wife blamed me, say, yes, you were there, you were telling me it's gonna be alright because I was going through pain, but you never asked me how do I feel after the miscarriage. Yes, I never asked that question. I thought I know how is she feeling, because I'm there, I'm comforting her. So man, if you can ask at least that question after everything, how does the lady feel? She will tell you how she feels. That time when she tells you how she feels, that's the time when she starting the healing process. So with miscarriage, you don't know, or she will blame herself, I will also blame myself, but I cannot tell her that I feel it's my fault why you got through the miscarriage. So that's it.